YouTube's going on, people. It's me, Roll Guys. I got the hammer. Whereas it's back here. Only the mighty can wield it. It's awesome. Shout out to EV Games for the hookup. What do we think about God of War so far, right? If I'm honest, I'm not sure how far along I'm in. I'm going to say maybe like... I feel like I'm about 3 or 4 chapters in. Yeah, I've done some of the side quests. It's a game that makes you want to do the side quests. It's a beautiful game. It's cool being able to play with all the extra characters and stuff. I was saying before that God of War feels like the game feels like everything you wanted in the sequel, and it feels like everything the first game could have had. That makes sense.
I
Like,
raised a son too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age.
I liked it.
He adored his father, always wanted to do right by him, and was
But I'll say
constantly
this though,
frustrated that no matter what he did, he never
there's
could seem
there's
to
a lot of
succeed.
buttons to press.
He confided in me a
And
lot.
balance truly is
Saw a
balanced. Like, I
comfort
play
stone.
video games
I
8 to
wondered
10
if your
hours a
son
day,
would
right?
benefit from that too.
And even though I can find a challenge and balanced,
The blue one's brother.
Oh, well, if Sindri has that covered, I suppose there's no need for me in his life anymore, is there?
That is not what I meant.
it's a
That was
little tricky
sarcasm.
to get proficiency, right? Um, yeah. I said before as a remark, I've said this a few times off stream, but I feel like this game is almost a little too perfect, right? I know there's a lot of glaring things there that people could argue about. For example, like on my sound system, the music seems like background music rather
On the
than
many
front and
occasions
center.
Odin saw fit to
So it feels
involve
like the
me in a
game relies on
wager
its
without
visual
my
fidelity to
consent.
carry the game.
I wish
The
I could say
music
that was
though
the
is
worst of its
is
ugly
excellent.
habits.
What I'm saying is I don't get those crazy crescendo peaks without really turning it up.
Tell her own.
And other
There
games
isn't
like
that much
Halo
to
and Grim
I
Fandango
knew
like
nothing of it
really
at
pump up
first,
that
surely because
that
Odin didn't
sound.
expect to lose the
So it's
battle.
not a criticism, but
The
some people
mysterious
might
mason
feel
had to
50-50
build the
about it.
entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
The other thing too
And
is
if he
like
failed, he'd be owed nothing. But if he
I
succeeded,
love the
he
fact
was
that
promised an
you're
audience
not
with the
punished if
king.
you want to do side
Enough. You'll
content.
continue later.
Like the game kind of breaks the fourth wall and acknowledges where you're at and what you're doing, if that makes sense. So I really like that too. Is it game of the year? I think it's got everything to be game of the year. I'll be surprised if it isn't game of the year because it's got visuals, it's got audio, it's got so much culture in the game. The combat is fun, fluid, and fast. I will say this though, sometimes I feel like I'm animation locked. So like, I'll do a swing and I know I should block, but I can't. I can't cancel in. I can't. It's not. I'm reacting fast enough, but Kratos isn't reacting fast enough. And when I'm moving the right stick like this, I feel like when I'm tracking on an enemy, I need to move. I want this sensitivity to go up on the spin, but I can't really get that at the moment. These could all be me like trying to compensate for being a bad gamer and not really getting into the flow of the combat system. Like it's only early days, right? Also, you got to like relearn all the buttons because every game has different button mappings. And I'll say this though, as in terms of inputs, it's a real pleasure to play on the DualSense controller. Like the button layout is great. I haven't hurt myself at all. Whereas other games like Hades, fairly demanding. I hurt myself playing that, trying to achieve my 32 heat runs, all weapons. Reddit famous about it. So I think on the whole it's really good. It feels like a next gen title,
If it ain't my 2
and
favorite gods.
I don't know.
Hello.
You can kind of tell, right? It's almost too perfect for its own good. I've got to see the story. I want to know what happens more. I want to keep playing it, right? But I'll say this. I know people who are worried about playing games because it's like pretty overwhelming. There's a lot here, and I feel like God of War kind of falls into that category because there's so much to this game. There's just so much, and that's not a criticism. It's like a strength can be a weakness too, right? Depending on what people are looking for. The game is super accessible though, and you can tell that Sony and Santa Monica and all these people involved have tried really hard to make it so that way everyone can play this game, and it's open and accessible to everybody. Different difficulty levels too, of course. But yeah, there's something for everybody in this game. There's so much to learn, so much to adore. It's exceeded my expectation in every way for what I would want in a sequel and what I thought they could do with the franchise. I'll just have to see what happens as I keep playing the game, to see what happens like next in the story and to see how we can keep falling for this game. You know what I mean? It's great. At no point have I gotten upset like where I hate the game, where I say I hate the game or I don't want to do this. I want to keep doing this. But it's the first time in a long time where I've said this before, but I'm not bored, but like I know everything is going to be perfect, so I can easily put the game down. It's something about it. There's just, I don't know. It's not like something is missing. It's quite literally only, you know, early days, right? I've only been playing this game for 3 or 4 days in a row. So we will see. We will see. Like, I've been hooked on games like Grim Fandango, where it's like you can only press one button and the soundtrack carries the game, to like 20-minute loops like Hades, where it's just so smooth like butter and delicious. You can just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. This game, I feel like, if I haven't said it already, it's a masterpiece, and you just need to hurry up and play it. Play the first one, play this one, play the first one first. You're doing yourself a disservice jumping into this one without it, but you'll be okay. All in all, for me, is it the game of the year? I've played a lot of incredible games this year, right? And from different years too. But is it the game of 2022? Ooh. Gotta drink my sparkling water. I'll be surprised if it doesn't get it. The game truly is a masterpiece. I don't know where they can go with this or what they can do next. I'm so incredibly fortunate to be able to play it at launch and to get this special box. Yeah. So my initial kind of, I don't know, I think I might have filmed an initial impressions, but if I haven't, then yeah, this is like my, not my midway point, but I feel like my quarter of the way through impressions. Still golden. Still golden. Absolutely love it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. So